what's up and welcome back to my channel. Now today I'm going to be giving a review for the NECA Terminator 2 Sarah and John Connor 2-pack set. Now I must admit I was kind of looking forward to getting this one because they have made like some alterations to like the actual John Connor figure, because I actually already did have these two, you know. I actually had the San Diego Comic-Con exclusive John Connor figure, which I have right here, and I actually managed to get this at the San Diego Comic-Con, you know, like online event. I was actually able to successfully order this, and I was surprised. This is my first one that I have ever like successfully ordered online. I was happy that I got it, you know. Then I also eventually got the Ultimate Sarah Connor too. Eventually, you know, I found it's like at a comic book store. So I actually do have both of these figures, but I do think it's still cool they actually are re-releasing these figures for like fans, you know, especially as a 2-pack. Plus, like John is actually missing some of like his I think a couple of accessories or maybe one accessory, you know, and plus like the look of him kind of has been altered, you know. But you know, this is also based on the film 2 as well, Terminator 2 Judgment Day, which is one of my all-time favorite movies. I actually saw this in the theater 2 times back in 1991 when it was originally released. I saw this 2 times. I even saw the 3D version too, I think 2 times, if I can remember correctly. So yeah, I'm kind of excited about this, so I'm going to just get into this right now. Alright. I must admit, I think this box art is cool though. Like how they did that, you know, it's awesome, you know, and it's like new artwork too. I don't think it's really based on any like particular poster or anything, you know. So I think that's kind of cool. And this is done by Cavity Colors too. They done actual artwork. So I think that's awesome. And then of course it has images of the figure on the back. This and the accessories that they have. Plus it has like an image of like Sarah right here on this side, which I think is kind of cool. Then they also have John right here too as well. And of course, you know, you can open it up and see how it looks on the inside. And as usual, it gives you like a scripture about the film too as well. It says, oh yeah, another thing, that's what they actually are calling this too. Sarah and John Connor. They don't say like Sarah Connor and John Connor, they say Sarah and John Connor. I mean Sarah, yeah, and John Connor, not Sarah Connor and John Connor. Just want to touch on it. It says, of course, 3 billion human lives ended on August 29th, 1997. The few who survived the nuclear fire of Judgment Day live only to face a new nightmare, the war against the machines. In their effort to eliminate all remaining humans, Skynet sent 2 Terminators back through time, their mission to destroy John Connor, the future leader of the human resistance. The first was programmed to strike at his mother Sarah Connor in the year 1984 before John was born. It failed. The second was to eliminate John when he was just a child. As before, the resistance was able to send a lone warrior to protect the boy. The only question was which one would reach him first. And of course it says that this includes, but Sarah includes 3 interchangeable heads, tactical vests, pistol, shotgun, rifle, and knife. So she has a bunch. And John includes endoskeleton arm, hacking device, and backpack. So I'm going to open this one up and get into it. Alright. And it also says the battle for tomorrow has begun at the top. So as you can see, this is the background diorama that comes with the set. And of course this is Cyberdyne Systems. So I think that's kind of cool. It's been a nice backdrop to have for the figures. Have some photography pics. Okay, as you can see, there's the John Connor figure. So what I'm going to do is actually just measure him. And he's like just over 6 inches, almost about 7. Now I do think this was a pretty good figure, especially when I had first got it. The likeness to Edward Furlong, I think, is pretty solid on this figure, you know. There's no question you would have known this was John Connor, you know. Especially when you look at it from like certain angles. I think this is like a pretty good figure. Now one of the things about this one that makes it different from the previous version is that he has on like this camo jacket now, like this army like military style jacket, which is different from the one that was on the previous figure, which I'll touch on. He still has like the watch right there on his hand too as well. Like how you set the clock hands on it, and that's nicely detailed. Pants and everything is the same. I guess if anything, he still is missing that Public Enemy shirt. You know, like on his shirt, you know, that logo. If anything, you know, it kind of is like what makes the figure kind of like flawed, you know. But I guess they probably had a license to do them, you know that. But yeah, there's his shoes too as well. I still think this is a pretty solid figure though, you know. The head can turn, you know. I think it's like on a ball joint, as you can see. He can kind of look up and he can kind of look down. Arms can be raised. He has a bend at the elbow too as well. Hand gonna rotate. I do notice that this particular arm seems kind of stiff, you know. It's kind of hard to bend it, but it does like bend, you know, that elbow. He has a split. Of course, you can lift the legs up. He has a bend at the knee too. Feet swivel. And he does stand too pretty well. What I'm gonna do is actually compare him with the original John Connor release that they had from NECA, which was the San Diego Comic-Con exclusive. So as you can see, this one had like a different jacket. This one was just like a green, like an olive green color, whereas this is the updated one with the actual camel like military jacket. But they're basically both like the same figure, you know. Just the jacket was different, you know. So actually this is more closer to how he actually looked at it in the film, you know. Now what I want to do is talk about the actual accessories that come with the John Connor figure. And he has the same stuff that came with the previous one, you know. He has like this book bag right here, and I think this is awesome. Like the detail in that is just cool. Got this solid blue book bag. As you can see, the book bag does go on John. I usually have it on one arm, you know, but you can't put it like on two arms, you know. I mean, two, like completely on them, you know. But I usually just have it like hanging on one, you know. It's kind of hard, you know, getting it on like both around them, you know. And the next accessory that comes with the figure is this actual hacking device. And again, this came with the actual previous version of this figure from when he was hacking, you know, like the ATM, you know. Nicely detailed. He even has like the card too as well, like the credit card. I think they did a good job on that. How you can set the back of it and so on. That's awesome. And the last accessory that comes with the figure is the actual endoskeleton arm. I just still think it's pretty cool. You also can open this too, as you can see. So it does come out, you know. You can like take it off. And that's kind of cool. And I think this is about it's just under 3 inches. What I want to do is talk about the other accessories that came with the original Ultimate John Connor figure. Now this is the San Diego Comic-Con exclusive. Now this of course is the one that had the actual motorcycle, which I have right here, you know. And it also had like an alternate head too as well, from like the Future War thing from I think the you know, that was at Universal Studios. So that actually had an alternate head. So these are the only two things that the updated John Connor figure doesn't have. Okay, up next right here is the actual Sarah Connor figure, Ultimate. Like I said, I did already have this one too as well, so I'm gonna measure her. Now she's right at about 7 inches, you know, right under 7 inches. And again, I think this is a pretty awesome figure too as well. Like the likeness to Linda Hamilton, I think was like solid on this figure, you know. And she also has like this vest, which I still think is can be taken off, because you can see you can slide it down her shoulders, you know. But I don't ever really do it, you know. And she also has like a holster right here on her too as well. I still think this is an awesome figure. I also notice how thin she is too, you know. She seems to be very thin. And she also has like this wristband right here on her arm too as well still. So I think this is so I guess if anything, the paint job might be pretty better on this, you know. Since this is like kind of like, you know, I ain't gonna say updated, but a re-release, so they probably did do like a better paint job on it. As you can see, this is her ponytail, which I think is kind of cool. I do have it like that sometimes, where I have it laying on her shoulder, like her hair. I think that's cool. Now her head, she can like rotate it. It's like on a ball joint, so you can turn it, you know. Sarah can look up. She can look down too. Her arms can raise up like that. She has a bend at the elbow. She also can do like the split. She has a bend at the knee. Feet swivel. She also has like a pivot in this feet too, you know. This one seems to be kind of loose, you know. But both of them seem to be kind of loose. I still like how you can even see like the vascularis, like the veins, like in Sarah Connor's arms, like the Hamilton, you know, like her biceps. I think that's kind of cool. Sarah Connor, just like the previous version, has 2 alternate heads, so she has like a total of like 3 heads. She has like this one right here when she was going actually to assassinate Miles Dyson, which has like the shades and the hat, you know. And that's a cool look for her. Then she also has this one from like the end of the film. This is kind of a cool look to her as well. Now what I want to talk about is her actual weapons. And these are the same ones that came with the previous version. Sarah also has like this pistol right here, as you can see. And you also can take this and put it like in her hand, you know, if you want. So as you can see, you can't have it like in Sarah's like hand, you know. Next accessory I want to talk about is her actual knife right here. They even has like a rope around it too, you know, where I think you can have it hanging on her. Now this right here you can actually take and put like in Sarah's like holster right here. So it goes right in there. That's why I actually do keep it at on my other one, you know. But like I said, she does have like this strap too right here, where it's like you can kind of hang it on her, you know. Then the next accessory Sarah has is this actual shotgun. One thing is too, you can still like do that too as well. You can like lift it up. Kind of the previous version had that too. I think this even comes off completely, you know, but it does like lift up, you know, where you can have it actually out like that. And Sarah does hold the shotgun pretty well too as well. That's accessory that comes with the Sarah Connor figure is the actual rifle. Cause you know she actually used this when she was trying to assassinate Miles Dyson. It even has like the scope up here still, as you can see. The silencer on it too. It even has a strap on it too as well. And you also can hang the rifle on Sarah Connor's like back too as well, as you can see. And as you can see here, both of the figures together, you have the ultimate John Connor and the ultimate Sarah Connor figure. Okay, that's the NECA Terminator 2 Judgment Day Sarah and John Connor 2-pack. I would definitely recommend picking these up, you know, especially if you didn't have the previous versions of these figures, you know, because the John Connor action figure is kind of like updated. He has like a more accurate jacket on this time, you know, but it is missing like a few accessories. Where he is missing a few accessories that his previous version had. And of course, you know, this is based on the Terminator 2 Judgment Day film right here, which is one of my all-time favorite films. And I did get to see this 2 times in the theater. Back in 1991 when it was released, I saw it 2 times, you know. I also saw the 3D version too as well, like I think 2 times if I can remember correctly. But yeah, I would definitely recommend picking these on up. And this is the first time I have ever bought like a certain kind of like figure like this over again. I had never like actually bought like a figure again like that I already had, you know. I just got this one again because the John Connor figure himself is actually kind of updated. He had like a more accurate jacket this time, even though he still doesn't have like the Public Enemy shirt, you know. But yeah, I definitely recommend picking these up, you know. Please leave a comment and subscribe too as well. Do 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 do